flame of ambition. Spurned by the grace of gold. Someone must extinguish thy flame. Graceless, tarnished. I've given thee courtesy enough. Burn the Erd tree to the ground. He's a god-forsaken monster.
Corpse after corpse left in my wake.
May chaos take the world! I have endured more than enough.
My purpose standeth unchanged.
Be assured the Elden Ring resteth close at hand.
All right, everybody, welcome to another day of Two Worlds Apart Elden Ring Bingus. Joined with me today is Mr. Elash. Elash, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for the invitation. Not tense at all.
Yeah, so today we have the last game of this best of 3 series between NPCs and I Ride Brons, not Brodigies. And yeah, the players have gotten a good night's rest and hopefully feeling refreshed and ready to go into this this lovely game 3.
Yeah, hopefully Lukai can finally count to 14 and no lookout of bingos will happen.
Yeah. I mean, surely he's been using the abacus all day, all night. Surely. So yeah, hopefully no incidents like that today. But we are going to be having a another custom center square. So no center square predictions today from us because we already know. But chat is more than welcome to predict, but I think maybe we can check with the players and see if they're ready so we don't keep them waiting for that long.
I can't wait for this match, dude. I'm so happy.
Yeah,
I'm so happy it's a VO3. I love the players.
Yeah, I'm really curious. It doesn't feel as awkward as I thought it would be to have like the final game in kind of a standalone, because the pressure is definitely still on, and it probably does feel a little better to not be, even though you're not maybe as warmed up in the same sense, you're not as exhausted, which I think is gonna be better.
Yeah.
I would prefer that.
Yeah, it's gonna show better gameplay, and also they probably got some time to just talk about the games they did, the mistakes they made, and we'll
Yeah.
probably just like adapt to that as well. So that's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm very curious about like to see how it's gonna play out.
I can't see the chat in the bingo lobby. Do you know if the players are ready or not? And as for Agro's message, I cannot open my Discord chat.
They're ready whenever.
Nice. Let's run it. All right, corner square prediction, top right. What do you think it is?
Make your predictions.
Send a love. I don't even know if that's a word I'm
Here we go.
supposed to
We have
say.
10 seconds and the game will start. So love haiku to Elash. Yeah, that sounds like a center square. Okay, I need to not reply to chat or I'm gonna get rage baited. And here we go.
Interesting board. So the players do have yet an additional minute here to be able to ask some questions about the center square in the prep time. So what do you see immediately on this board here?
So what's really interesting about DLC mostly is the fact that you need to go everywhere. There's Midra with some synergy out of it. There's also Radon and there's Bale. What's interesting about the center square is that 46 to sleep is on the board, so you have a reason to go blow a horn, which would give you the beloved Stardust.
Right.
About base game, I'll let you talk about it. You know it better than I do.
Yeah, there are a couple of early rush squares, but I'm going to hop over to the main screen so we can see what some of the starting classes are here for the base gamers, because Falling Star Beast is definitely a rushable square on this board. I would also include 2 Watchdogs and potentially 20 boiled crabs from Bogart. But given the placement, it seems like the only reasonable early rush square is Falling Star Beast. And if you have a really nice smithing weapon, that also kind of incentivizes towards going for that. So we'll see what they have. It seems like they have Zweihander, Hammer, nothing too fantastic for them to choose between. What are some other potential synergies here?
So there are some synergies, so mostly in DLC with Rakshasa, Exaltation, and Midra, so definitely a very strong Abyssal Woods on this board. Mika Crosses looks like a rush to me on this board as well. On synergy side, it's pretty tough to see any synergies in base game at least, for what I can see. I guess maybe Boy Crab gets you closer to Morgoth's Great Rune.
I mean, a little bit, and
Seal.
is. I mean, Seals. You could go to Stormveil for one, and that way get a great rune. And Melania is always a great rune option, obviously. And we do have some capital. We have Morgoth's Great Rune as well as Hug the Three Fingers and Kill Midra. Even though I think that one is pretty out of the way, but I mean, definitely some capital stuff, so you don't want to miss out too much on that.
100%. Yeah. What's very interesting is that most of the time, Midra and Hug the Three Fingers is like one of the last squares on the board to be marked, which is all like probably still going to be the case, at least for the base game. But on DLC side, with Bale and Consort, I'm expecting to see Midra marked before all the squares were marked on the board, especially with these 2 squares.
Yeah. You know, once again, I will give a little bit of a shout out to an possibly unforeseen positive aspect of having this custom square setup is we do get to slightly customize the boards so that they're not fully runaway. And I think the players also surely appreciate that, because we also can, you know, kind of customize it to give some good entertainment for us and be fun to play, hopefully, as a board.
Of course. Just also just make it just synergistic a little bit without it being like like snowbally, just so the game is actually entertaining for everyone. Yeah. And here we go.
Yeah. The only, I mean, one of the few lines that I see that would be problematic and could be a little bit of a runaway would be row 2, because collect 3 of each pot is relatively fast, and since we already established that Falling Star Beast is probably going to be one of the rush squares for the base gamers, 4 Seals is the lowest end of how that square is rolled, so that's relatively quick too, and 500k runes for the DLC isn't that long of a square necessarily, depending on where you need to maneuver for a board like this. But you know, if you kill a boss in Rao base, that could be like 250k, and potentially that together with bear, snail, hippo square, you can kill a hippo, and that would already kind of be the runes you'd need. Maybe you need to substitute with reprimand.
You can also just kill a bear. If you kill a hippo and the bear with a tender on the hippo, you actually get 500k runes, so you can just Memory of Grace, and then the base game only has to kill a snail.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fast, especially with bosses in Uria, actually.
Oh yeah, true.
Now you get 2 bosses out there, so pretty good for base game as well to try to get that square.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess maybe the column too. Then it's not that bad.
Yeah, true. Column 2 could definitely be a little bit of a runaway line. So hopefully the players. It is always more difficult because even though you're doing a lot of running here initially, it is difficult to kind of really fully process what the board has and be careful of these kind of runaway lines. But I would imagine that they're trying to pay attention to specifically the row and column to just have at least one square on each of those lines.
Yeah, 100%.
I believe the base gamers both ended up choosing the Zweihander, which is, in my opinion, not a great weapon for bingo because it's incredibly expensive to upgrade, and usually it takes a little bit to get online, but they must have had some incredible starting strength here because it is wieldable off rip.
What's interesting is that wieldable Zweihander is probably going to be very good against a falling star beast with base damage, and
yeah.
I guess the pierce is not very good, but like you can get base damage if the weapon is pretty big, so the head is going to be like pretty reachable.
Yeah, like a crouch R1 probably hits the head perfectly.
Yeah, probably, and even like a tap R2. Yeah, on DLC side, I see both players rushing the Mika crosses, so I'm expecting at least one of them to go for a katana check afterwards. I know SÄSEA likes to check katana when he gets that cross. So this is going to be a snipe right off the bat in DLC, which is like already kind of scuffed, but considering it's like the only square that is actually rushable, it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, and it does seem to me that there are some squares that really suck more and some squares that suck less to be sniped on, and it feels to me that 6 Mikula crosses is not as painful because you still get some map progress.
Yeah, you still get the skidoo, except if you die on the way, right?
Yeah.
But like most of the time, if everything goes fine and you get sniped by a second, you still get the skidoo, you still get the map. I feel like both players are gonna probably want to else go for Froisax to sleep, else go for the Memory of Grace with 500k runes after that. So I'm expecting some maybe boss in Rawa base, and as a first play, going instantly killing Regulia, getting that red bear, and get the Rawa base boss, and then just go Hippo to get the 500k. That would be pretty interesting.
So Lokai going for the skip here, hits the first part of the skip and then missed the second. So was firmly ahead of Ellie on this, but now they're basically tied again here from Lokai missing this, but Lokai is going to be a little bit ahead of starting this fight, but Ellie dies before even kicking down the ladder.
Oh,
gets
boy.
memed by one of those pesky cumbugs. I said
this is pretty tough. Yeah, you said it.
And,
I mean, at this point, Ellie kind of has to pivot, except if she actually wants to still go for it.
Yeah, but look at this. Like, this is, to be fair, they have an alarmingly low amount of vigor, and this should be kind of fully one shot for almost any of the attacks. Lokai getting a really nice stagger here right away.
Oh, wow.
Probably gonna get the raw proc pretty shortly. So getting some really nice initial RNG here for Lokai.
This is very nice to see. A good player finding a falling star beast is always nice to see.
Yeah, and there's the rot proc for Lokai, so just has to keep up the pressure and make sure he doesn't die here. And Ellie
And
choosing to be just the mature person she is and realizes I can't be dying on rush squares and then expect to still beat someone on them, so going immediately to Halley Tree to collect some money, which is probably the right choice.
Oh, and Say looks like he's ahead. Yep, Say marking the Mikula crosses right off the bat. So it's already a pretty big lead for NPCs here, who's probably going to get the Falling Star Beast pretty soon.
Yeah. And, yeah, like we mentioned, getting a jump on that row, too, is going to give you a lot of security for the rest of this game, just making sure you don't get caught in one of those runaway lines, so... looking really clean here.
A whiff.
Oh, gets a little wonky positioning, and that should be a dead Falling Star Beast, and that's a mark from Loci. Really good fight there. Really good.
Yep. Very clean, very clean. That's what we want to see.
We'll see what he opts to do.
Oh, the weapons in Round Table in DLC are pretty bad.
Yeah?
Yeah, I saw... I guess a better one would be a golden troll sword. Oh no, he has an Anvil Hammer. Oh wow, that's an interesting choice.
Oh my god, great Omen Killer Cleaver is in the base game, is in the base game round table. Hopefully Loci doesn't miss out on that. He's gonna be going straight for boiled crabs from Bogart.
I guess it makes sense after getting a bit of money. I think he needs more though, right?
Yeah, he definitely needs more, but since he has a wieldable weapon, there are a couple of options on the way where you can pick up some Golden Rune, I believe 7s, and then there is also a guy carrying a chest that you can kill to get some of the last money he would need for this.
Mm-hmm. Which axe did Say just picked up? Is it the black axe or is it the Golgo great axe? If it's a great axe, it's pretty big on the weapon differential then.
I didn't quite see there.
Okay, so Strump getting the Tedious Concoction, so probably gonna go and kill the ADM to get Florisax to sleep, which already shows prior on Center Square.
Yeah.
Pretty good play.
Yep, very interesting. Ellie going for a little bit more of a setup, picking up some smithing 1s. We'll see if she opts in to go for the full setup here. Now heading into getting some smithing 2s and 3s. Meanwhile, Say is upgrading his weapon here. And Strump trying to... Yeah, go ahead.
I guess with a build like that, where you see you kill both Estelles, bosses in Liurnia, Watchdogs, Zero Night Misbegotten, Melania, and Morgoth, you can tend to like upgrade your weapon like a lot because you're gonna have a lot of killing to do anyways. So time Eddie's investing right now into upgrading a weapon is a time she won't have to invest later.
Yeah. And the thing is, one of the things that I've realized, especially when you have a board like this, sure, maybe you can be a little bit greedy here in Loci. Say you go for the boiled crabs, and then you go into 2 watchdogs, and then you go for seals, all of which you can do without really upgrading your weapon. But then you're gonna have to spend at least 7 or 8 minutes to set up your weapon, and that gives the option, if you start out like Ellie is doing here, setting up your weapon very early on, it gives you a certain amount of maneuverability on a board, because all of a sudden you can choose what to go for, and not really have any execution difficulties either.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, Algor is also mentioning that Lamenter is also right behind Florisax, which is true. So it's already like a little bit more pressure on row 5 if they managed to get boost blocks. And Say opting to go for ADM 2, not having a concoction on him, for what I've seen. So probably just trying to get some map, trying to get the first boss kill so then he can do something else.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe you could tell me if I'm wrong here or overreacting, but I feel like could potentially be a little problematic to be physic dependent for ADM, but maybe it's not a problem with this weapon.
So Envial Hammer is a colossal, which is gonna require just the poker once, right? The Great Axe, on the other hand, is just gonna be a slammable on ones, so I don't know how it's gonna go. It's probably gonna be... I mean, Strump is in the fight first, so it's already pretty interesting to see that. But I'm pretty curious to see how it's gonna play out. It really depends on the execution here, with Sayuri just right behind Strump.
Oh yeah, look at Strump just doing the full crouch R1 cycle here.
Yeah.
Getting
the damage is really good.
Yeah, much better damage than I would have predicted here. So doing a ton of damage. I would have expected a Dragon Man to be resistant to fire, but apparently not.
He doesn't have... He's still an NPC. He's not resistant to anything more than usual. And Lokai getting that Void Crabs.
Yep. So already a pretty early lead, but not to be too stressed about this. Ellie is probably not too unhappy about seeing that, because that's a square she no longer has to go for, and is basically already done with her setup here.
Already going for the Leonine, maybe?
Looks like she might be trying to go for the bear. There is a drop down here by the tree, but she's going for the one further away.
Going for bear? That's interesting. I never thought about just going for bear in base game, especially with like our base boss in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you wouldn't want to do it here, but it's just the way she was looking. She's probably going for Leonine though, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that makes all sense, I think.
Yeah.
With our base boss, you probably don't want... Okay, and here goes ADM for Strump, so pretty nice sight. Definitely going to be a bit longer for save. The damage is not quite as good, but the range is going to be better on the swings, so probably safer, but longer.
Yeah. And we see Lokai also not missing out on the bounty of Round Table, and also finding the Omen Killer Cleaver. So really nice for him there.
Yep. It's pretty important that at this point, with a big weapon like that, if both base game or DLC don't find the same one, this could lead in some very tough differential on the fights, and it could already be like pretty cooked for one of the sides. Thank God they both found the same one, because it would have been pretty annoying for both.
Yeah. And Lokai going for a little bit of a map progress here in his setup, so not going for the full setup. I would guess that he might be getting the smithing 2s and 3s on the way here, while also getting access.
They're having some trouble in ADM. ADM is not being gentle to him right now.
Yeah.
He had like... ADM has kind of... Oh no, he's doing the thing. ADM has kind of like 3 type of ways he fights. He always tends to do the same moves, but like he has a phase where he has like the seal out and he tends to like spam spells, or just like spam R1 for some reason. He has a phase where he's gonna be very dodgy, like dodge as soon as you hit him, and there's another one where he's gonna be like hyper aggressive, which is like the one you want. Because it's the one you can punish the most, but it's also the one that if you get slammed at some point, healing is like the hardest way you can do it. Like trying to run away from ADM, and very nice sight from Say. Trying to run away from ADM when he's aggressive is really, really hard.
Yeah, for sure. We see Ellie already making her way through
Strump
Leonine.
Strump already getting the floor sacks to sleep already marked on the board. Very big block right there.
Yeah, so Say knowing that his progress here in South is hidden and immediately pivoting
to... Okay, he's gonna buy talismans and go for route-based boss most probably.
Yeah. And I believe Strump is... What is Strump doing here?
He's going towards the Forge. I don't... Oh no, he's going route-based boss. Okay, so he's going straight away. He's not taking the time to buy talismans, where Say took the time to buy talismans. The kind of similar way of how it worked the last time we seen it.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Look, Say is not going for. Interesting. Say's grabbing the tender.
Yeah, and that's the Leonine mark. So this row 5 is looking a little nasty for sure.
Yeah, it's getting nastier and nastier as time goes on, and Say took the choice of getting there, so it might come up to Millennia.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think Strump is gonna sit on Lamenter more than he needs to, so it's probably gonna be a raw base boss into Lamenter. Lamenter is gonna be pretty mean at this Kadu level with this weapon. Lamenter is like, you kind of want a weapon that like hits fast or hits wide, so you can get like a lot of the clones inside of it, so you don't get bonked too much, especially when you're naked like Strump is. Strump attacks are going to be cancelled every 2 seconds with this weapon.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be definitely interesting. Ellie opting to go into Stormveil here, probably for another Great Rune and also for the seals.
Definitely a good choice here, I feel like.
So, not immediately feeling the pressure of going for Millennia right away, which could definitely be an option. Lokai making a little bit of progress in Kaled, picking up some smithing force, so probably finishing his weapon setup with the Great Omen Killer Cleaver as well. And I believe Strump is probably 45 seconds ahead on this Rao base.
Looks like it, yeah, maybe a little bit less, but if it's less, it's gonna be 30 seconds or something. It's really close. It looks like it's very close, but
Do you think those 30 seconds could be made up for by the talismans that Say bought?
I'm unsure, really.
He's got the claw talisman, which is nice, just jump attacks, because there's a lot of that in that fight, and I don't know.
The big thing that's gonna matter is that Red Bear, being an animal, is weak to fire damage.
Oh,
and the hammer does fire damage.
Interesting.
So this is gonna be pretty tough here. Plus, this one, not like Rava, is actually not in water.
Yeah, we'll see what the damage is like here. Looking pretty decent already. Look at that damage. That's a
Oh
lot
my
of damage.
god, the jump R2 really shines here. Yeah, going for pokes. The pokes are really the best way to do damage with the colossal weapon.
Wow.
Oh my god, yeah. It's Say. I don't think Say can catch up on that. I'm gonna be for real. This is looking really, really tough.
Yeah, it looks like Strump is incredibly comfortable with this fight too, because you saw one of those jump attacks. He actually maneuvered his way all the way to actually hit the head of Rugalea.
Oh my god.
Look at those
The
staggers.
stagger right of... Jesus Christ. Oh, wait. No, he still gets it. Wow, yeah, this is...
Going
Say's
for
getting sniped on this.
Yeah, just very greedy punishes here on Rugalea and not getting punished at all.
It looks just like he practiced it. Like, I remember seeing his fight yesterday, and maybe he just is more comfortable with colossal weapons, but this is a very clean fight.
This is an incredibly clean fight, and we also see Say already using a rock grease to start this fight, and it's going to be marked here in just a second.
Yeah, this is a waste of a grease. Wow, this is insane. Yeah, Say just shooting out. This is pretty tough for him at this point.
Yeah.
He has to make a decision, and he's still aggro's there. Yeah, I'm a bit too close to quit out. He's trying to run away. He's gonna Mog. Okay, I don't think he grabbed the grace. If he did grab the grace, this is not looking so hopeless. And Strump just taking the opportunity and heading instantly towards Shadowkeep to get this Hippo. And get the 500k runes. Okay, that's why he didn't buy talismans. He wants the 500k runes.
Look at that. Yeah, you're right.
he could also kill the red bear technically to get it, but like red bear doesn't give any maps, so you probably want Shadow Keep at this point.
And say immediately opting out from doing that, finishing off that bear for the bear snail hippo. So
this is Strump's favorite weapon. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Oh yeah, that does make sense.
I mean, he's just really showing off how the weapon works right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Say's just walking into a snipe, but I don't think he's trying to contest with 500k. I think he's just trying to get the hippo dead so he can head towards Shadow Keep. So he's just trusting Lokai to get his weapon set up faster than Ellie and trying to get this Millennia at this point.
It would seem that way.
This is opting out.
Yeah, and
looks
Ellie
like it.
is already heading towards this snail here. And I believe Say is trying to get to this hippo as quickly as possible, but I mean, there's no way they're going to do this on time.
I mean, once again, and Hammer, it's just stronger against animals, and, well, if you guys didn't know, hippopotamus is actually an animal, so...
True, true.
Once again, very strong, and this guy, like, already half health, gonna go into phase 2. Can we get the script? Very nice, just two full charge R2s to get it, very clean.
Nice.
Used to spec. Oh my god. Okay.
Wow, look at this fight here from Strump, looking super clean. And,
I would do it twice as fast, but wow.
Yeah, and Ellie is going to be going into this snail fight, so that's going to be a snipe on the bear hippo. It's not much of a snipe already, though, because Lokai is heading into Academy for that center square, though. And that's a Mog 500k. Choosing to just snap it off, not leveling at all, because he had some excess money for that. Oh,
I feel like it's just
Ellie having some snail issues right now.
Eddie needs to not die to SÆSEA. Oh. Okay. Fine. Don't get thrusted. Okay, and in the meantime, Lokai in Academy, what are we looking for Lokai?
Probably only the center square.
Also, boss is in Liurnia, once again. Eddie's gonna have a pretty big lead on that, but...
Yeah, and that's Bear Snail Hippo Mark, so really nice.
Trump going for the giant lightning ram. Oh, this is looking scuffed.
This could be really unfortunate for the timing. So Say seems to just be a little bit behind on Strump's plays here.
Getting those 3 parts in and like not opting to go instantly for the weapon in round table really cost him like a lot of prior on everything.
Yeah, and it looks
because at the end of the day,
I mean, the grace is here, right? I mean, Say is pretty far behind on this rolling lightning ram.
But the fight, I mean, Strump's fight was like very clean on ADM, and just Say being behind right now makes sense because he went for the parts and went to upgrade a smithing weapon, which takes longer than leveling a summit weapon.
Is this a somber?
But like, Enverhammer is a somber, yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm 99% sure it's a somber.
Okay, well, I'll be the remaining 1% then.
I'm gonna check on Google. Enverhammer. Yeah, +10. Yeah, it's a somber.
Fair enough. I'm a little dumb though.
And everyone in chat saying that it is indeed a somber. Yeah.
All right. Everyone's ganging up on me. And there's the rolling lightning ram kill.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is
Holy
looking
fridge.
scuffed.
Yeah, I mean, we acknowledged this column 2 very early on as a potential problem. And having to go for both Estelles as a block is a miserable thing to have to do. So
especially on a board like that with like little to nothing close to your Estelles.
yeah, and also the past 10, 12, maybe even 15 minutes of Say's gameplay has been just in the shadow of Strump, so really not catching up.
Yeah, pretty demoralizing as well for him. Like, just knowing that you've been just chasing your ghost the entire game is pretty sad.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can catch up somehow. So we see already Ellie going into Academy right behind Loci, so this might be a snipe.
Yeah.
Say opting to get the Ash of War to make his weapon do more damage, which is like already a big thing to do.
Yeah, it seems like they are going to be going for the center square, and I'm not sure how that's going to go for them unless Say starts going for it immediately.
It looks like he's going for a Lamenter kill.
Interesting.
I guess that's why he grabbed the Ash. Yeah, he's going for Lamenter. Oh no. This is not great. Yeah, this is brutal.
Yeah, I mean,
what do you even do?
There's so many threats here, and you are no longer in the position where you can afford the luxury to start developing your threats. So, I mean, Lamenter is something that actually at least forwards one of their threats, but going for Lamenter kind of unfortunately concedes, in this case at least, the Radagon's icon and beloved Stardust in the center square.
Yeah, definitely. This is looking really annoying for them, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just on the board being so late game just makes it so every threat is like taking very much forever to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like Loci is picking up a rot grease. Or maybe he is just getting baby rot so he can get all the way to Estelle. I mean, has the benefit of having basically no vigor, so might be able to make this whole run with only 6 flasks.
Ag was talking about the row 4. So row 4 is be something, but Eddie already has Cryo on Morgot. How's Strump doing them? Oh yeah, because he has to go first, right?
Yeah, and Ellie opting in for this Radagon's icon right away. And
really sad here, because say going for Lamenter here was kind of a bet, like, do I go for Stardust, do I go for Lamenter? I feel like Lamenter is better because it blocks the bingo, so I go for Lamenter, and then he loses Stardust. It was really just I go for one, I lose the other, and hopefully I get a snipe. And he just happened to not choose the right square. On the other hand, it kind of makes sense that Strump is not heading to Lamenter, considering he just mugged, so...
Yeah.
And Strump just not remembering this kit? Okay, he has it. Okay, he has it.
Close.
This is...
Yeah. And looks like Ellie is opting in to finish some Liurnia bosses, I believe.
Yeah. In the meantime, Loci just making his way through the Great Cloister. I guess at least Estelle's gonna give a big chunk of money for the rest of the game.
Yeah, but look at his health.
It's just hitless Estelle, smile.
Simply hitless Estelle.
Yeah, just you know, just be a god gamer.
I mean,
can't be that hard.
It's definitely doable, but not preferable. So SÄSEA going to be entering this Lamenter fight, so let's take a little bit of a look at this fight here. Gonna be curious to see. So he goes with a fist attack to just make sure he's nice and bloody.
So again, the fist tech here, so making him bloody so you can actually see him, which works with 90% of people, but not myself because I'm colorblind. But yeah, the red on his coat is still gonna show up after that. Okay, and that's a mark for Beloved Star. This is... Okay, yeah, this isn't right. Okay.
Yeah, so now top left is also becoming a little bit of a threat as well. Right, so...
I mean, top left is not that much of a threat because they kind of have to go Millennia either way to win this game somehow.
Yeah.
And also Morgoth's Great Ruin is on their row 4, so I'm guessing they probably want that. Very nice organization from SÄSEA to recognize that. Lokai dying to Estelle at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know if he used the grease, but if he did, this is gonna be pretty rough. Yes, so SÄSEA just immediately recognizing this guy.
Doing really a good job here in this Lamenter fight. We'll see if he's able to finish it off, and it looks like he is going to be able to. Yeah, and that's going to be the kill on Lamenter. Really good job there from SÄSEA. So, making sure that at least row 5 is no longer a danger, but Lokai still has to address this double Estelle square, which is going to take him quite some time if he chooses to go for it.
The only good thing I can see is that them getting Beloved Stardust kind of shows that they're not going for the bingo.
Yeah.
Not that much of a prio, really, but like at least after killing Estelle, maybe Lokai can just slip a bit on it, and hopefully they don't go for it. Because at this point, right, he cannot just send that and get it, and hopefully he wins.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, Ellie going for the pots now, so just
clearing out this column 5.
Exactly. Just going for some of the quicker and earlier squares, just because they have the luxury to do so, considering the threats. So hopefully Lokai, does end up dying again. Gets kind of true comboed by that double attack from Estelle.
Really rough. But
okay.
He's sure that he knows how to do it. At least he can do it. SÄSEA going for the kill. Remembrance weapon with a slumber weapon. So killing Rolana here to then kill something else with her weapon. Most probably a boss that is in front section. So I would assume Mesmer, which would be the fastest one. In the meantime, Strump heading towards Bale. I guess DLC is pretty much over already.
Yeah, the DLC squares kind of happened very, very quickly here.
Yeah, DLC had like a lot of a lot of importance in this game. It was very like important to get every single square on the board and not go for combined ones, so we just went for it instantly. Now he's just stuck here trying to get to Bale. I don't know how this weapon is going to do against Bale. I'm not going to lie. I don't think it's going to be crazy good, especially with no talismans.
Maybe, maybe not, but maybe Strump just absolutely loves this weapon and isn't going to have an issue.
Maybe. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a colossal. It should stagger pretty quickly.
Ooh. So getting almost stuck in the blender there.
This is a rough attack to dodge and greeting as well to try to get them extra hits. He did kill Hippo, so he's like pretty juiced up right now.
Yeah, and he didn't have to mog 500k either, so...
Yeah. On this board, it could come out to that, just having this Mog like out of the way, so he has like more juice. So technically, any boss he fights should be faster. Should. But very interesting, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a Rolana kill for Say, so really nice. Also using the Horn Tender. Lokai dying in Hallie Tree Roots while trying to pick up some cash to hopefully give him some more health for this Estelle square. Meanwhile, Ellie is gonna be killing Renala as one of her Liurnia bosses, as well as a Great Rune towards that capital progress. So
the last Liurnia boss as well.
Yeah, I mean, potentially if Ellie gets Melania, that would be a relatively unstoppable line.
Yeah, I mean, what can they really do at that point?
Yeah, I mean, this game is looking really, really rough, and I'm not sure. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts as to like how could you even maneuver to try and give yourself a fighting chance.
I mean, at this point in the game, all you can really do as Lokai is go instantly try to get 2 Great Runes and try to contest a Morgoth's Great Rune. But like even that, I don't think Ailey will go for Melania. I think Ailey's gonna kill Godric because she has access to him after killing Margit. And I think she just wants this Morgoth Great Rune to get the block on the row 4, which is like kind of the biggest threat. And that's also why Strump is started to head towards Bale, I think. It's because of his row 4, trying to just get that out of the way. And now progressing towards Invaders, trying to also, once again, just split the row 4 to make sure that you get the block on it.
Yeah.
So as Lokai and Say, having only one line that really threats that is kind of annoying, and here comes the Liurnia bosses from AD.
Yeah, and that's another mark. Yeah, this is just, this goes to show how incredibly important it is to just have threats developing early on. I mean, from a purely spectator standpoint, it seems like the 20 boiled crabs from Bogart was just much too greedy, I think.
Honestly, it looks more, it looks like it's mostly the DLC that costs that, with like getting sniped over and over again. It really costs a lot. I feel like if Sage just gives up, like, if he just like realizes that Rao base boss is probably a better mark, or like that he's probably maybe not ahead on Floris Extra Sleep and he shouldn't go for it, and just like makes a decision of not going for it and just instantly going Rao base boss, or just like split progress to be ahead on both.
Yeah.
He might stand a chance here, but like going for the Floris Extra Sleep getting sniped, and then Rao base boss getting sniped again, and then 500k runes getting sniped again.
Yeah.
And then lightning ram
yeah.
and getting sniped again. You cannot like recover from that. This is just 4 snipes in a row. This is way too much.
Yeah. Yeah, we see both Say and Strump fighting more here.
Yeah, so having a better weapon for that.
Yeah, so, I mean, it seems like the Crouch R1s are doing work on the NPCs, so I'm not sure if Say actually does have a better weapon for it.
I feel like his weapon just hits faster, as it looks, and the Crouch R1 hits faster as well, so like at the end the DPS is gonna be better. And also the stun lock is much easier to get with like a similar recovery.
Yeah, I mean, it
Like
might be right, because he did catch up a lot in this fight here.
Yeah. But like it still requires, it's a C square, so Lokai needs some work inside of it. So after killing him one cell, I'm expecting him to go progress on invaders. Because Ellie is already killing the second invader here, so this is already 4 invaders dead. And Strump continuing his way through Bale.
Yeah, that's a really nice stagger there from Lokai. Also gets the riposte before the inevitable meteors here by Estelle. Getting
Seems
some really
big.
good punishes there, but does get hit. And now will be in one-shot range for all of the meteors, so has to be
Needs
very
to chug.
careful.
Oh, he did not chug all the way. This is scary.
Yeah, does survive the meteors. Now has to do the rest of this fight hitless. Gets a pretty decent attack there from Estelle. Has to be careful. Yeah, that's going to be a
Very
death.
nice
That's really unfortunate. Gets a really bad attack there for his positioning. It's very unfortunate.
Oh,
Dies late in the fight. Meanwhile, Ellie is, like you said, finishing off these invaders. And Strump is heading promptly towards Bale.
I mean, as soon as this line gets blocked, it's pretty much over. I mean, they're gonna try their best still, I'm guessing, because, like, don't give up without a fight, right? But
Yeah, of course.
so they're only missing one invader. SÆSEA going actually for Horn set, so probably killing Leda. I'm guessing to get one more invader to leave Lokai with a less work, like as less work as he can, so Lokai can just focus on what he's doing. I mean, it makes sense looking at DLC and realizing that DLC squares are pretty much over already. Strump getting his weapon +9. Oh, +10. Okay.
Oh, it seems like Ellie is going for all, like, 5 invaders here for this. So even doing Anastasia here, consecrated field Anastasia, that seems risky. I feel like that Anastasia is pretty angry.
I mean, you get double status. Like, look at that. Already half health.
Yeah, but she hits like a Mack truck.
Oh!
And that's a dead Ellie.
Yep. Okay. Maybe I talked a bit too fast. But, like, at the end of the day, except if Eddie keeps on dying over and over, all we have to do is just kill one more invader. Lokai is currently stuck on Estelle, whatever happens, and SÆSEA can only put some work as getting 4. So Lokai will need to kill 2 whatever happens. Very nice attack here from Estelle. Oh, talk to you soon.
Oh, nice. Get some more good RNG here. Should be pretty close to a stagger. Gets a really bad attack yet again. Oh. I would definitely start greeting here for a stagger. Oh my god.
That looks
That's
like what
a
he's
stagger.
doing.
Yeah, and that should be all she wrote for Estelle. Really nice. Meanwhile, Ellie's still in the Anastasia fight and picking up a Grace in Shadowkeep. Probably making some progress there, and that's 6 invaders. It's 10-4 affirmative for I write Brons, not Brodigies.
All we have to do now is secure the win by going for the safest squares or split progress. That's all we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Say buying Ritual Shield. What are we buying it for?
Maybe
Oh, he's going for Bale.
Bale with a remembrance weapon? I don't know.
No. 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 If he does that, you know, I'll keep my mouth shut before chat starts saying something. You know.
What do we
Just
know?
saying, I'm going to Canada soon, so I will be I will be free for taking, you know.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. I mean, it seems like Ellie has shown absolutely zero interest in this Estelle square. Meanwhile, Lokai has been sweating his literal and figurative balls off, going for these both Estelles. Not really entirely sure what he's doing in Ordina. Could be picking up those crystal darts for that double watchdog square, which I think is probably a good bet. Can't be conceding all too many more squares. Ellie is setting up, getting closer to capital, while also picking up some more seals here. does already have Stormveil progress and should have enough seals that way for this square mark. Basically, could pick between any of the remaining last ones for her final seal. There's a good argument to be had to go Volcano Manor for your last one just to get some more smithing stones, but that's just me enjoying weapon upgrades.
Hey, come on, it's a top bracket. We don't upgrade weapons.
Yeah, clearly.
Millennia plus Zero. Here we go. We're square. I mean, at this point, what do you do in this situation? Like, you just gotta hope you just snipe them over and over again. This is, like, really sad for them. Leading 3-0 and just getting in this situation of 4-10.
Wow.
Just getting, like, 10 squares, like, almost in a row marked. This is, like, rough.
Yeah, this is a little bit the result of being behind on weapon setup for the base game, but also that wild goose chase for say for that column 2 was very handily unfortunate.
Very big reads from Strump, just like realizing what he should do at what point and just getting all the squares. Also, the weapon choice made a difference here. That will be the first and last time I say that, but maybe End the Hammer isn't as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah, maybe not. Does seem
Don't
pretty good
in
Strump's hands, I'll tell you that.
Oh boy. Okay, and Ellie just getting to Godric.
Yeah.
I don't hear the haters, Rambler. I can't listen to you. Anyways,
So yeah, what do we see Strump? Why is Strump all the way down here? Oh, towards Jory for the Smile Talisman and the Midra kill, I would assume. Just trying to make the most out of this capital and what do you call that? That like the Midra land? I don't know.
Episode wins.
Yeah, Midra land.
It's just at this point, if you're Strump and Eddie, all you can hope for is that you just get all value out of one play, and like the best value you can get of any play right now is just getting Jory and going for Rakshasa, Smart Talisman, and Midra. Interestingly enough, Strump is not going for Rakshasa, which I guess makes sense because you need Ellie to go for Vike if you do that. Oh, Strump missing the skip. And if Ellie decides to go for Vike, this is already a waste of time towards base game, considering how many squares there are left.
Yeah. Loci refusing to lose all the remaining base game squares and is going for this duo watchdog for the 2 watchdog square. So that's definitely something. Having them fight it out like stone Pokemon here in this catacomb.
Watchdog, attack flamethrower.
It is super effective. There's the watchdog mark from Loci, really nice. Ellie already making her way towards capital. So a little bit confused why Ellie has chosen not to finish this 4 seals here.
I feel like if Ellie decides to actually like push off capital, she can get Morgoth's Great Rune, Midra 3 Fingers, and Exaltation, everything in capital. If she really decides to go for to go for the fucker, but like either way, like it's already showing enough just heading there and um getting like 2 squares out of that, and then it's just 12, and you only need 1 square, which is like pretty easy to get.
Ooh,
Especially
Say
on a board
dying
with
to
all-
bail there.
Yeah, I already heard Say telling me that his bail really isn't the best.
Hmm.
Yeah, just got caught in the barbecue.
Yeah, we'll see if we can give him some viewing buff by putting him on the big screen here for the most cinema fight in all of Elden Ring. Whoa. All of Elden Ring. So here is Bale fight on the big screen. Misses the dodge initially here, does put some rockeries on.
And once again, by the way, Jory weak to fire. Just
Oh, yeah.
Strump getting the absolute best board for this weapon.
Interesting. Oh. Getting
Boy,
really
barely
badly
on this
tagged
one.
there. Dodges it. Very nice. Has to be careful here, though. Does dodge away from it. Really wants to get this rot proc. I don't know. I would assume that Bale is pretty rot resistant.
Yeah, he has the highest resistance to every single stat in DLC at least. So you need to hit him like quite a lot, but the rod actually carries a lot in this fight, considering how much he runs away and flies away.
Yeah. So if he can get it, that would be ideal. But the rock grease did run out. We'll see if he reapplies it here at some point.
He probably will. It's just gonna be. I guess he's trying to wait for a stagger or something to try to get it off. Really, not the best punishes on that fight.
Yeah.
Already looking to. Oh shit! Okay, we're fine.
And we see on the small screens here, Strump finishing off that Jory. Meanwhile, Ellie is fighting DTS. Getting slammed by the hammer.
And Lokai fighting the second Estelle already.
Yeah, Lokai doing Estelle percent in this game. Say did reapply the rot here, but it didn't. Didn't stick.
Connect.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Nice roll. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. And the bot is still on, right? So this is still doable.
Yeah, and that's unfortunately going to be a dead say, so we'll hop over to the main screen here. And, yeah, Lokai being halfway through his Estelle fight.
Where
has to be careful of this.
Where's my Strump going? Oh, he's grabbing, he grabbed the dagger to get parry. Okay, interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they are looking at this exaltation square. So they are looking at like all capital and exaltation to finish off this game.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is the right play. If you don't want to get sniped, just go for the furthest one. It's
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Whatever you do, the opponents have to like mark every square on the board. I mean, they have to like catch up somehow, so they need squares, so they will lose time, even if you want to go for the furthest one.
Yeah,
oh my
really
God,
nice
Lokai
stagger there from Lokai.
Wow.
Should be getting another bleed proc, and there it is.
Oh my God.
Doing a lot of damage. Maybe
Jesus.
one more charge R2 should be it.
No.
And there it is.
There we go.
Double Estelle. Really
nice.
nice. Well done from Lokai. Blocking off that bingo finally. After a lot of hard work, sweat, and tears. Going to debate parlor. Probably going to be picking up that whetstone knife to get some cold for Melania, I would assume, potentially.
Yeah, I'm expecting a Relana into Melania here, so probably Lokai just grabbing Whetstone Knife and instantly going to Renala, and then Melania.
Yeah. And Say finally getting a stagger here on Bale, and Strump is entering Bale right now.
Still no rot on Say's side, and I feel like he ran out of greases, so this is gonna be a... Okay. Strump's damage on Bale is not very good. Okay, never mind, I take it back. He just got Charge R2 off. Okay, yeah, no, I take it back. This is amazing
that
damage,
was
what the fuck.
surprisingly good. And that's a
oh my god,
that's a
just
stagger already?
Jesus
Look
Christ, I mean,
at
the
that
Colossal really
damage.
showing off. Holy.
Ooh, he is catching up in this fight, and Bale is a staller, hitting Say twice here. Oh,
The explosion as well, stalling again. Say down to 9 flasks.
and meanwhile Strump is
Strump
currently
showing-
hitless.
Yeah, Strump knows how to fight Bale better than Say, it looks like. Also, Strump going for a light load, so... Oh, okay, getting tagged once. So light load in this fight is actually pretty useful for one move. When he's in phase 2, he has this like big flamethrower move where he like flamethrowers like the entire arena like 3 times. What's interesting is that the second one, if you're going on medium roll, you can actually roll, but you need to like time your second roll pretty perfectly. The timing is really tight, and you cannot spam roll or you get tagged. So you really need to like know the timing perfectly, or go light load, where like you can just like spam roll and you will outspace the second explosion.
Yeah. And Ellie going for her final seal here in Capital. It's not without danger. Has to be careful of these Lanedell Knights being very pesky right now. And
Apparently got it.
yeah, seems like she did get the kill. Picks it up, and that's 11-6 here. So furthering the lead for Brons, not Brodigies, and it looks like Strump has been catching up slowly but surely here on this Bale fight. This phase 2 for Say has been taking an incredibly long time. Just not doing a lot of damage and a lot of stalling. And Lokai is in this Melania fight.
Just really a stagger on both sides right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, Melania on Lokai. Only Cinema on this thing, and soon it's gonna be Morgoth, who's like an incredible boss fight and just gonna get fucking melted because this boss has no health bar.
Sad.
Such a sad thing. Such a sad thing.
Yeah, they did him dirty with that health bar.
Oh, here comes the move for Say. Is he gonna block? Maybe he does a block tech. No, he just tried to roll, but fucked up the timing. Yeah, this is looking bad. Big explosion again.
Really nice
I mean,
jump
Strump
attack
did
punish.
catch up. Strump did catch up, but Say looks like he's not giving up his lead right now. The only thing that could make him give up the lead is the fact that he's running out of flasks.
Yeah, that's 1 flask only left here for Say.
Needs to be
Needs
pretty
to
flawless
really
right now.
get some good RNG here, and that's a really nice attack. Needs to really get the stagger.
The stagger looks pretty close. Maybe one more.
Oh,
nice.
And there's the stagger. That
be
should be the finish on Bale. Yeah, it does go
Also
for the
custom...
riposte just to solidify the kill, and Strump is going to be stuck in this fight, and that's a really nice mark there for Say. Really well done.
Mark. Important mark when he snipes. Definitely.
Yeah. But these Capital and Midra access squares are going to be really tough to deal with for Lokai and Say, because Ellie is fighting Goldfree already, and Lokai is not yet in Capital. Needs this Melania kill for that Capital access.
He got Bastard Sword. Oh boy, Bastard Stars is not the weapon you want to see from Remembrance to kill another one. Look, I almost done with phase 1. With I believe is a plus 15, right? After killing...
Yeah, this
killing
should be a
Stargaze
plus
for the next
15,
test.
but it is double status with Frost, so that's something.
Yeah, phase 2 is gonna be probably much quicker, but... Okay, here we go. Oh, and Eddie died to Goldfree?
Yeah, Ellie did die to Goldfree.
Okay. Some very nice bonks on Melania.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get Melania full screen right here. Oh,
Ooh.
okay, maybe I'll shut my mouth. That might be better.
Yeah, I think we'll give him some viewing buff and get Melania full screen here. Let's run it. We believe in you, Loci.
You got this! Fuck him up. Fuck her up. Sorry, lady. Very nice
Oh.
strafing.
Let's be careful there. Oh, that's a waterfowl.
That's a very nice placement for Waterfall, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
It's a really nice dodge there on it.
Melania really trying her fucking hardest to not give any punishable follow-ups.
Yeah, I think Loci can definitely be much more aggressive here doing running R1s.
He's very scared because he has no more healing, that's the thing. Even with the health he has no tears, which just makes the flasks pretty useless.
That's another
And here comes another waterfowl.
And Ellie kills Goldfree there. Meanwhile, Strump heading through Midraland.
I want I want the Missile Woods to be renamed Midraland just for you, Vixus. Oh, nice. We're a bit too far to get the right follow-up.
Yeah. Definitely can do a little bit nicer on the spacing here. Can do some more punishers, but I feel like he's just very scared and does go for the close-up dodge. I love this dodge personally. It's my favorite version of this dodge.
He's so sick with it.
Really nice.
I'm learning that.
Ooh.
I'm gonna learn that.
Whoa.
Okay. Not even close.
Has to be careful here. Again, goes for a really nice roll to get more punishes.
Butterfly is really scary right here. It's probably a one-shot at this point.
Well, another waterfowl. Melania pulling no punches here in this fight against Loci. And Ellie is...
And another clones!
Yeah, this is crazy. This is some insanely bad RNG on Melania right now. And Ellie is fighting Morgott.
I think Melania just wants to show that Loci really learned her on the tip of his fingers.
Ooh, gets a nice frost proc there.
Yeah, it's a very important one to get.
It looks like
30% more
Strump
damage.
just got the smile talisman there. Or the the exaltation talisman.
Yeah,
ooh, and that's another. Oh no, Loci!
Yeah, running away from that one was a bit too greedy. And Morgott dead on Eddie's side, so now she can go for whatever she wants. Probably going for the Great Rune first, because the 3 fingers are still stuck behind Midra anyways.
Yeah, they only need 2 more squares, and I would imagine it's going to be Morgott's Great Rune and 3 fingers kill Midra, or the Exaltation Smile Talisman square. It's going to be probably 2 out of 3 of those.
Ellie not so doing the impossible challenge of talking to a woman. I would never.
Oof.
Yeah.
Imagine.
No, I don't want to. It's scary.
You're gonna be struggling in this post-game interview then.
No. First a post-game interview? I wasn't aware.
You weren't notified?
We just contacted me like half an hour ago. We said, yo, we need someone. And the people told us you're first strap. Can you come in? and I joined and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do the work. And now I need to talk to a woman.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of weight on your shoulders, I understand, but for the brunt of the talking, I can do it. I can do it. I've practiced.
Oh, thank you. Oh, by the way, I see a bit of running. Can you explain bingo, Vixus?
Oh yeah, no, so it's a 5x5 board, where, you know, you have different assignments, and half of the players are in the base game, and okay, actually, I'm not committing to this bit, because, that's just gonna be painful for everyone involved. So yeah, say, picking up the Romina Grace now. Probably desperately looking for a usable somber remembrance weapon to use.
Just as I thought. I know, drink. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that,
Okay.
Twink.
Can you explain what 5 means? So 5 is a number after 4, and the number before 6, 7.
No, no, not the Zoomers. Not the Zoomers.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so looks like Ellie is committing into this Morgoth's Great Rune, and Strump being probably 3/4 of the way through Midra Land right now. And Lokai going to kill Starscourge Radon.
Yeah, so trying to get this second Great Rune without Melania, just giving it one try and then putting out. So having access to Relana definitely makes it easier. But like it's already pretty over, considering Eddie is already running away from this clown and his horse, and
yeah, this is gonna be a pretty unstoppable lead here. Ooh, getting a one phase on Radon though, so I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at.
L2 Gaming.
I mean, some soft cinema for us right there. Love to see it. Meanwhile, Ellie fighting the twins right now. Fell Twin 1 and Fell Twin 2. If you and me were an Elden Ring boss, who would we be and why would we be the Fell Twins?
I would be the horny one for obvious reasons.
Well, it seems like the one in the back right now does have horns, so I guess that's you.
Yeah, it's me because I'm horny.
Excuse me?
No, horny, like physically horny, and then I'm just a bit taller, so. Yeah, that's why it's me. Yeah.
Calling me a short king, I guess. I'll take it.
Yeah, I can do that. Felt because y'all fell off. Okay, bro. That makes such a shame.
Oh my goodness.
And Elash is horny. Jesus Christ. Okay, this chat is just unhinged.
No, classic
Anyways,
unhinged chat. Classic.
Say doing amazing work killing Romina with bastard stars. Oh my god, look at this damage. This is beautiful.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent weapon. If you don't like weapons.
Yeah, okay. I feel like the Asher War might do a little bit more damage than...
He tried to get the Asher War off, and it didn't really do all that much.
I mean, it's doing more damage when they're on one, but...
Yeah. And this is gonna be a
Oh my God,
Morgoth's
recall.
Great Rune mark from Ellie here too.
Lukai killing... Oh my God, Lukai getting killed by Vike, sorry.
No,
my
look at these
mistake.
flasks doing work.
Damn, almost... Oh my...
Oh my God. That's not what Lokai wanted to see there, surely. Alright,
I
only acknowledge that comment with a laughter, but there's Morgoth's Great Rune from Ellie. 12-7.
At this point, it's just a matter of getting Midra and 3 fingers.
Yeah, is Midra weak to fire as well here by some miracle? I would imagine not.
That just... Okay, so say opting for jump or to attack, which looks better. I mean, I see yellow.
Yeah.
Which is unusual for this weapon.
Yeah, definitely.
I guess it's also a headshot. Yeah, because Romina has a weak spot. It's the body. But who would have thought? Say looks like a stormtrooper with his helmet. I'm sorry. Anyways,
with Moore's helmet, just a super trooper. He's a super trooper. Yeah, so Say's gonna be almost certainly finishing off, and there's gonna be this mark. Oh wait, no! What? It was physic dependent. He's out of physic.
It's okay. She's low.
I mean, look at this damage though.
It's beautiful. It's peak. That's what we came for. Right, chat? That's what we wanted to see.
Oh my God, doing 120 damage a hit there.
Okay, there it is.
Meanwhile, Strump in the middle of this Midra fight, getting madnessed. And no, not the team. Haha. Lokai trying to finish off this Round Table Knight Vike. Looking pretty good for now. Until I said something.
Oh my God, Caster Curse is crazy
nowadays.
Oh
no, don't get hit. That's the trick. That's the trick with Vike. Don't get hit. And there's the final attack, and it's a kill on Vike. Meanwhile, Ellie making her way down to the sewers, and Strump fighting for his life against the owner of Midra Land.
Okay, dude. So again, Midra very weak to, very resistant to fire damage, but I mean, at this point with this amount of money, I mean, I guess he didn't have a lot of money, but he has like a decent amount of Skidoo, and Colossal is still gonna like stagger over and over again this boss, which has I believe 120 poise, so
yeah,
pretty staggerable, especially with like a boss that doesn't run away a lot.
That's gonna be a Midra kill, so now they will only be waiting for Ellie to mark this hug 3 fingers down in the sewers. I mean, I guess she also potentially could be going for an Exaltation Talisman as well, but which does look like what she might be doing. Not going for the Kindred Virat duo, but
maybe just going for the... you don't know, maybe she wants a shackle. Never mind, I take it back. She doesn't want a shackle. I'm curious to see this catacomb being done. I don't think I've ever seen it in this format.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen this catacomb be done in this format either.
Lokai back to Millennia and say having some fun in Rakshasa's dungeon.
Yep, yep. Ooh, doing some good damage there. And Rakshasa poising through the R1s. Ooh, so has to be careful.
Very fun fact about Rakshasa, but she can poise through the Ash of War. She's fun like that.
Interesting. Yeah, and that's going to be a Rakshasa Roundtable Vike mark for the NPCs. So Strump being in here for no good reason anymore.
Reason? I mean, at this point, the game's getting kind of cleared out, so Exaltation and Midra really like being strong squares for the blue team.
Yeah.
It just shows like it just shows like that the game plan was like already on point for this team, and that the previous snipes caused like a lot of trouble to Lukai and so.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the game plan and the speed seems to have been really well executed for Ellie and Strump here.
Why do I feel like Ellie going for all of your exaltation tasks would have been faster than doing what she's doing right now?
Oh no, it probably almost certainly would have been, yeah, for sure. I mean, this is a miserable catacomb, and
No,
nobody likes
a
it.
purge. Hey, bro, I'm gonna feel bad for a catacomb. Come on, man. Do you mug out of that? What do you do? Do you just run? Or just run? Never mind, you mug. Not sure what to do. So you're gonna show a SÆSEA on the catacomb skit.
We'll
the owner of the SÆSEA, of course.
Ellie does attempt to do the kukri tech in this fight, missing it, and now is surely going to die. Because this fight, if you don't do it, is kind of terrible. Gets a double hit on the two dogs. So that's a good start to this fight.
I mean, oh god. Oh god. I mean, it's Esker, like... I guess everything is bad. The catacomb is bad, the boss fight is bad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, there's almost no redeemable aspect of this except for how good the talisman is.
Oh my god, it's just like DS2. Yeah, anyways. Can do it with volume. Okay, interesting. Helios.
Now, Lokai is almost done with his Millennia fight. And
Eddie is still having a lot of fun.
Really enjoying this Esger fight here. Committing into the R1s. Oh!
Who would not? Oh! And here it is.
Yeah, that's GG's. Really well played from Ellie and Strump in this final game of the best of 3. So they are going to be making it through to the grand finals of the two worlds.
GG's to them.
Yeah.
Very nice game.
Yeah, indeed. Very nice game. And now back to us.
Oh boy.
And my hair looks crazy, but It does.
And it's nighttime. Maybe I should open some light.
Yeah, maybe you could go ahead and check with the players and see if they're ready to hop in, because I like to get the full yappage, but maybe I didn't get that luxury now. All right.
No, sorry if you said something.
Yeah,
I had to show my hand.
could you check if the players are ready for some post-game yappage?
Of course, of course. All right. Looks like AD and Strump already.
All right.
Could probably move them.
Yeah, I'll move them over. Maybe we can also check if SÄSEA and Loci are ready too, because I'd like to have them in here.
Hello, and everyone's ready.
All right, GG's everyone.
GG's.
Holy, this was a game. This was indeed a game of
massacre.
Vegas.
A massacre, you mean?
I was gonna say
A
it was
massacre.
not a great game.
Strump straight out murdered me with his plan on DLC. Like
Yeah.
we didn't see like basically after you did Florisax, I was like, and you got Bezra, I was like, oh, he's gonna push Lamenter to make sure we have Melania, and then you sniped me on 50k, 500k, you sniped me when I was going towards the Ram and all that stuff. So like I did not
see.
think this game.
Okay. Yeah, you sniped me on crosses by like 5 seconds.
And I got the best RNG of all time when I was climbing into FSB
Damn.
tunnel. I got one shot by.
I am surprised
on the ladder.
you prepped that much while we did crosses at the same time. Like
Just
you did
5
floor
seconds
sex
or
to-
so.
Yeah,
to
but like
snipe on
you did
crosses.
floor sex to sleep into base, bus and raw base like very close to one another.
What was your crosses? It's just the more one plus the typical 5, or do you grab
Yep.
Scotty view? Okay, I did the same.
Yeah. Did you skip Mort's Rune, Grace?
I skipped High Road.
Okay, I skipped Mort's Rune.
Is skipping Morth Runes like a lot better than High Road?
I feel like it is, but maybe bite me in the butt
it
for
probably
going towards the base row and
Yeah,
grabbing
that's why I
the-
grabbed it, because I was like, I want to probably go back section for the pots and then route base.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
But we had an idea about a quick Relana for 500k and having a Remembrance for the Somber eventually. So, but
I see.
when we saw Flourish Sheep, we're like, oh shit, that last line is not nice. We see Miss Bigada and we're like, ah shit.
Yeah, I got I was heading towards FSB and I just avoided the skip. I'm like, well, that's how I can get killed by getting sprayed on. Climb up the ladder. My character can't move, and as my iframes are running up from the ladder, I get one shot by a pest shred, and then I'm like, well, square's gone. So I went to check round table. Omen Killer Cleaver was there. Yep, got it to plus 12, and then when we were able to secure Leonine, Florisax, I sent Leonine, and then like Snail was Liurnia bosses, right? Renala was my 5th Liurnia boss. And then I dodged for seals for capital access.
I just got chucked all over the place because like with the row 5, it's just like, well, I had to prep everything for Millennia, and then obviously once the time was taken, you did column 2. So it's like, well, now I've got to go over to Estelle, and then got to mix it up a bit. So I just was all over the place.
Yeah, I'm surprised I was that much behind you. Like I killed ADM, you marked Florisax at that moment. I ported pretty much immediately to go base row. And I started the fight and you marked it, so I was like, oh my god, they prepped everything for this shit. What the fuck?
Oh.
So
Yeah.
I don't know where I lost that much time then. Damn. It's crazy.
What weapon did you choose?
The Gargoyle's Great Axe.
Oh, that's why I think you got weapon diff pretty bad.
Yeah, I went Anvil Hammer from Round Table.
Oh, you used
and
that.
I just use Physic, and then it scripts ADM pretty well, and it cooks Red Bear.
Yeah, because crushing R1s, you can get like a loop on ADM with the Colossal, and it's just goes really quickly.
Yeah. I saw it and it was like, oh, resources. I don't have the resources for. Like in my mind, it was out. So yeah.
I mean, chat kind of informed us also that it is one of Strump's, if not the favorite weapon from Strump too.
Oh,
so,
yeah, it was a meme. Also not meme.
Yeah, no, I mean, one of the things that me and Elash acknowledged very, very early on was the only two potential runaway lines was row 2 and column 2. Those seem to be the only two
Row 2 and column 2.
fully
yeah.
runaway
Yeah,
lines.
And row 5.
And
we were worried about those. That's why we played like pretty defensive on doing like I did some seals prep. I did my Lernia bosses within the pots as well. Like we just played a very wide game to do blocks. And once we had all bingos blocked, then it was just about sending save. Like even at the end, like I had Morgoth dead. I had the sewer mode Grace. And then I just sent exaltations in capital because I'm like, well, like it hasn't been marked yet, and I have sewer mode worst case. Like, well, do you have any capital access loci? By the
No,
way,
I
marked
was
anything?
yeah, like halfway through the fight, I was just like, okay, what's the fun fights to do? So I just kept back with me Estelles and Millennia, a
Fair,
couple of
fair.
guys, and a few other
Yeah,
things.
that's fair.
yeah,
Did
it
you,
was
did
looking
you
pretty rough from like I don't know, minute 30 or so. It was looking kind of rough because it
Yeah.
was. I mean, especially once the rolling lightning ram was marked, it was just being sent on the longest Estelle percent side quest of all time. At that point in the game, when there's so many more quicker squares to be marked, it's just a really rough time to play.
Yeah, and because
for sure.
bingos win, you have to respect it. Like if
Yeah,
bingos don't win,
exactly.
you have some options, right? But you don't know if I'm like going to go send a cell. I have juice by that point enough to kill. Like if I kill one cell, the other cell kind of falls over afterwards.
Yeah.
And we have a good weapon too, right? It's not like
Yeah.
we're using shit weapons in the seed, so it's very easy to kill one of the both. But
Yeah, so
Yeah.
going into this though, Ellie and Strump, what were your guys' game plan like looking at this board immediately? Like, did you acknowledge some of these early threats or?
Yeah, we wanted crosses in FSB. My plan for DLC was crosses into Florisax, and then if say goes for the Mog 500k and with like Ralva Hippo, and for the column 2 I'd just go Ram since I'm already south. But then since we're behind a bit early, we said to go to Lebanon because it progressed both those lines really well, and then we can send him to Lamenter. And even though it didn't play out the way where you did Lamenter earlier, I was like, I'm gonna go while you're doing Lamenter jail. I'm just gonna go steal the Mog 500k and then progress the column 2 even further.
Yeah, and I was able like we wanted them to waste time on Lamenter because we were down 1-3-0 and 2 of those were snipes, so we had to really figure out how do we maintain like enough tempo. And because I knew that when Lokai marked Boiled Crab, his weapon wasn't quite potentially online yet, I knew I had some tempo advantage on weapon at least, so I was focused on getting the kill stuff as I could. Like I killed my snail, killed Leonine, killed Margit for a seal, right? So I started killing things to get me other squares to do large
Yeah.
blocks.
I mean, to be honest, it did
yeah.
seem much like the Falling Star Beast ended up being a little bit of a blessing in disguise the way you died to it.
Really?
I mean, I would have preferred getting it, and then
Obviously,
I don't do
yeah. I
boiled
mean, but
crab.
you
I just
were
still do my plan otherwise.
you
But
were
it just made
definitely
us have to
behind
play a
on
lot
it
more cautious.
as like getting into there because Lokai did the skip and he was a little bit ahead on that. And
okay.
but yeah, but what I mean is like instead of dying halfway through the fight or for some other dumb stuff, like it did give
Yeah,
you
pivot early.
very much like an early tempo advantage into looking at the board aside from the early rush squares. So yeah,
we knew Self was good. We knew that Liurnia was good. And we knew that capital, like once we had 10 squares, I said our last 3 squares can be capital.
yeah.
So we don't need to do anything else but go. And I wasn't sure if they knew seals was capital when I marked it, but that's how I finished it. So, I mean, I counted
the
4
Dragon Knight.
squares.
Well,
Nice.
ever since we had to block with Lamenter and both Estelles, we were in a mode of, well, they will prep every single thing on the board.
Yeah, I mean, you're not
we
wrong.
we were having fun and laughing a lot, so.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, you're not wrong. That's basically we just covered the board like rats and then
Yeah.
playing things. It was scary. Like I never assume my opponents aren't playing well. So when like Slowkai's dead on board for 40 minutes, I don't even want to assume. Like I basically said, let's just not assume they could be prepping a lot. Like I have no idea, right? Because if I'm marking other squares, you don't have to block right away, right? Like I'm showing
Yeah.
you I'm not going for the bingo. You
Yeah.
could play risky and try and get majority through, and
I mean,
it's hard to call. It's impossible to make. This was a
yeah.
shitty call to make, though. It's a bad situation.
the half plan was like to do the Millennia as a great rune to get into
Yeah, of course.
capital. But even if I'd done it in the very first attempt that I tried Millennia, I still would have been miles behind on the access that you had because I guess you just did the quick Radan or Renala probably.
I did Renala Godric because I didn't
Oh,
care for
seal.
Melania as a square. I got the
Yeah.
seal through, and it gave me juice as well to keep going because I was a little bit low on Vig, and Liurnia bosses was another bright. Like I get my crack pots and my ritual pots on my way to 2 Liurnia bosses, so just a lot of like good tempoing, double square synergies in multiple areas.
Yeah.
So I just kind of played there. Yeah.
Yeah, Elash, do you have any?
I feel like
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like what cost you a lot, especially for NPC team on DLC side, was really like those 3 pots and get the Great Axe check. Like the only reason why it didn't work out is because Strump didn't go for it, and like went instantly to ADM. So like he was in a fight when you entered the cave, so he was already ahead. And then like I guess weapon, like the fight didn't work out the same way because like the script, right?
Yeah.
But like
If you never had to drop down to back section to check the pots and stuff, yeah, it makes sense that you got
for the time
that
as well.
much ahead in that case, yeah.
Yeah, like
Especially
he
if you
entered
were
a
able to
fight.
skip the flask of ADM as well. So
I don't think I got. I
Oh.
kind of fucked it up a bit.
okay.
No, yeah, no, the fight was scuffed on both ways because, like, I mean, it's still low juice CDM. You don't have any talismans, you don't have anything. And also talking about no talismans, Strump went for the Red Bear Regalia without talismans. He just went for it instantly. Not grabbing the Home Tender either.
Yeah, well, at that point when I was going for the Horn Tender, first Leonine was not yet marked. And then they marked it, so I was like, "Oh shit! I need to last to raw base in that case." So I was starting from behind on going there, but yeah.
Yeah, you were like 40 to 45 seconds behind.
Right.
It was pretty sad.
Yeah. So anyway, really well played from Ellie and Strump. You have made it now into the grand finals, so that's super cool. And GG's to SÆSEA and Loci for playing an absolutely fantastic event. So really loved having you guys.
Thank you.
And yeah, as for today's Bingus, this was the last match to be streamed. Thank you so much, Elash, for joining me in the commentary. Thank you to the refs for reffing. Thank you also for to Aggro for helping set up this board and make sure that everything was fine with the center square. And a final thank you to chat for being as delightfully unhinged as always. And just like yesterday,
with me.
Yeah. Just like yesterday, I still don't know where you live, so have a good evening, morning, and good night. But until next time, goodbye.
See ya.
Whoa.